The first sound I heard was her voice. Daddy. It was thin, cracked, barely more than air. I stepped into the living room, still in uniform, boots heavy with the dust of another deployment. The television blared cartoons no one was watching. The curtains were shut tight, though the afternoon sun burned outside. Then I saw it. A kennel in the corner, metal bars, a lock, a body curled inside. My daughter, 7 years old, face streaked with dirt, eyes swollen from crying. Her knees pulled to her chest as if she were trying to fold herself small enough to vanish. She reached out through the bars, fingers trembling. He said, "This is where I belong." Her lips quivered. Mom's boyfriend. He made me eat from the bowl. The smell hit me. Cheap kibble, sour with saliva. My chest tightened, but my face didn't move. I crouched, lifted the latch. The metal creaked. She flinched at the sound. I pulled her out. Her skin was hot, welted with mosquito bites. "Daddy," she whispered again, and this time she clung to me, her bones light, too light. I carried her to the base medic. No explanations, no hesitation, just one call. That night, her mother's boyfriend was found dead. And my wife called me, screaming. Her voice shook through the receiver, shrill, panicked. "What did you do?" I said nothing. Silence is the cruelest answer. The truth was already there, pulsing beneath the surface like an exposed vein. She wasn't screaming about him being dead. She was screaming because she knew what it meant, what it revealed. Her betrayal hadn't been subtle. It had been there for months before deployment. Too many late nights at work, too many excuses about bills suddenly being paid, too much perfume that wasn't hers clinging to the sheets. But I had convinced myself to believe her. Soldiers cling to illusions when they're oceans away. Faith is lighter to carry than doubt. Now, faith was gone. The kennel told me everything words never had. The way my daughter's hands shook when I offered her water. The way she looked toward the door before speaking, as if she feared he'd walk back in. Her boyfriend had touched more than her life. He had touched the order of my home, the safety of my child, the foundation of trust I had sacrificed years to protect. And she let him. No, she chose him. The betrayal wasn't just infidelity, it was complicity. I didn't confront her, not yet. I listened instead, studied the tone of her voice when she spoke his name, the half-second pause before she said mine. I tracked his phone records, quietly, methodically. I saw the transfers of money, the weekend trips disguised as business. I opened her laptop while she slept. Emails, messages, plans, all written with a confidence that I would never see them. She thought the ocean made me blind. But distance sharpens vision. The medic confirmed my daughter was malnourished. Small injuries lined her body, shallow enough not to leave scars, deep enough to remind her of her place. He documented everything. I had the file sealed under my authority. I needed her to think she was safe. I needed her boyfriend to feel untouchable. Because nothing burns more than exposure. So I played the husband on return, smiled through dinners, tucked my daughter into bed myself, kissed her forehead while she trembled in her sleep. All the while, I built the case in silence, piece by piece, proof by proof. By the time the truth was complete, there was no exit for her, no lie left untouched, no shadow thick enough to hide behind. She came down the stairs, robes cinched tight, hair tangled from restless sleep. Her eyes locked on the folder. She froze. "What is that?" I didn't answer. She opened it anyway. Photographs, medical reports, screenshots, bank records. Her face drained. "You," her voice cracked, "you set me up." I tilted my head. Calm, cold. "No," I said finally. "You set yourself up." Her hands shook as she flipped through the evidence. She stopped at the medic's report. My daughter's weight, her injuries, her testimony scribbled in a child's words. "He made me eat dog food." Her lips moved without sound. I watched her crumble. Then the phone rang. The sheriff. Her boyfriend had been found in his home, dead. Her scream split the silence. But my silence split her more. She cornered me in the kitchen. Tears streaked her cheeks. Her words tumbled out. "You killed him! Tell me you didn't!" I poured a glass of water, sipped, set it down. "You're worried about him?" Her mouth opened, then shut. Guilt strangled her before I could. "You let him cage our daughter," I said quietly. "You let him starve her, break her, while you pretended you didn't see." Her tears turned frantic. "I didn't. You did." I slid the report toward her. Every page was a mirror she couldn't look away from. "You chose him over her, over me, over everything." She collapsed against the counter. Her body shook. I leaned close, voice even. "He's gone. You're all that's left. And when she looks at you, she'll know what you did." I didn't threaten. I didn't need to. Truth is sharper than any blade. I sat outside later, night air cool against my skin. My daughter slept inside, safe for the first time in months. I had posted a guard outside her window, not for protection, from habit. My wife sobbed upstairs. The walls carried her guilt down like smoke. I felt nothing. Not anger, not grief, just clarity. Some betrayals cut deeper than blood. Some wounds don't bleed, they calcify. I had given her silence, and silence would be her prison. I wasn't her husband anymore. I wasn't even her judge. I was simply done. The war was over, and I had already won.